What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Real Talk Vapors here. Today, we're going to re-wick. We're going to learn how to re-wick. I think there's a lot of people out there who are either just getting into rebuilding, doing RDAs, RTAs, RBAs, anything like that. And I think it's a good option for those people who, aren't necessarily on the go all the time. They want better flavor, bigger cloud production, and you're just so darn tired of having to buy coil after coil after coil. I'm not going to name any brand names, but yeah, so we're going to show you today because my RDA, this Trinity here, is a little dirty, just a little bit. You can see that. I've been vaping on it with some good juice, and they're just nasty. So we're going to rip the cotton out of here, and I'm going to show you how to clean your coils and re-wick so you can reuse these again and again and again. All right, so to clean your coils, there's a couple things you need. I definitely recommend picking up a build kit. I have one of these Coil Master ones, just the version 2, I think. It's got a bunch of good stuff in there. Comes with cotton too, which is really nice. It's got all your tools that you need. Something fell out. That's okay. Just a tool. It's got your posts for wrapping coils, some scissors for cutting the cotton, got your snips, got your needle nose pliers, flathead and a Phillips head, ceramic tip tweezers, which are definitely the most important thing with building coils. You don't want to send current through your hand. That's a bad. Don't do a bad. All right, so these are great, and I really like, for re-wicking purposes, these pointed angled tweezers. They just make life super easy for grabbing that cotton and pulling it out of there. The other couple things that you'll need is probably like a rag or, something like this, microfiber cloth, or just paper towels, whatever you got. It's a good idea to clean your RDA or tank or whatever it is you're re-wicking when you take that cotton out of there, just to get any of the old juice off of there, especially if you're going to switch flavors. So all you'll need really is a cup of hot water. It can be accomplished with a nice mug. Stick it in the microwave for 45 seconds with water in it. And some cold water for cleaning your coils. Some people don't recommend cleaning your coils in water. Sometimes you just heat them up and let them burn off the juice, or drip your juice on there to clean them too. To each his own. I prefer using water to clean my coils. You can decide what's best for you. Cool. All right, so I'm going to start stripping this thing down, and we'll try to go step by step and show you how I do this. So I'm just going to drop my top cap right in this hot water here, let it clean. This is a glass cap, so be careful. It's not piping hot. I don't want to shatter it, but I want to get that gunk off of there. So I'm just going to rip these out, just lift them up and pull. As you can see, it's definitely time to re-wick because it's just falling right apart. And throw those right in the trash. So when you pull your cotton out, it should look a little bit like this. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. If not, that's totally cool. All right, those are still gross. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat them up, just burn them off, pulse them. You don't want to just hold down on your fire button. It's actually best to do this probably on a regulated device. Turn your wattage down to about 60 or so, maybe even a little bit lower. It just depends on the type of coils that you have. But we want to start to glow them a little bit, just burn that gunk off of there. So I'll heat them up so they're glowing. You can see that I'm just pulsing the button. And I'm going to take my cold water when they're red hot, let go of the fire button, very important, and dip in water. Do not hold down the fire button while you touch your coils to water. Short the battery, blow yourself up, I don't know, just bad things. Don't do bad things. Do it one more time for good measure. Nice and glowy, and dip. Cool. Get them up one more time just to dry them off. So they're looking a little bit better. Another cool thing to have is this little thing. It's a wire brush. I'm not actually even sure where I got this. I think a company sent it to us, to the shop here. And I use this a lot, so this is great for getting the gunk off of your coils. If you got maybe just some cotton that burned on there, or just a little bit of juice left over, it really gets the rest of it off. It makes those coils look brand new again. Sweet. So they look good. I always like to reposition my coils just a little bit after I pull the cotton out and clean them. Good important thing to do is check your screws in your posts here, just to make sure that they're nice and tight still. You don't want time to have passed from heating them up and they backed out, and then they'll start firing unevenly. So I just like to go ahead and make sure they're nice and snug. Don't want to over tighten and break them, but just want to make sure those bad Larrys aren't going to walk on off and jump off my RDA while I'm trying to vape it. Okay, so now you can go ahead and take your deck back out there. dry it off. Make sure it's nice and dry. I'm using a mech mod, so I'm especially being careful because I don't want to use this, throw it on the hybrid connector, and blow myself up. So after you've made sure everything's nice and dry, go ahead and screw it back on to whatever device it is that you're using. So now we're going to heat this up. Just make sure they're looking good. We want to do the extra little pulse and pinch, the glow technique. If you don't know how to do that, like if you're not really comfortable with building coils, I will make another video. There are other great videos out there. Grim Green does some good ones. Rip Trippers does some good ones on how to build coils properly and effectively. But the goal here is to make sure that your coils are heating up evenly from the inside out. And it does look like they're still doing that. One of them might be glowing a little quicker than the other. So I'm just gonna give them the old pulse and pinch again. The old coil rake over the top here. They're looking pretty nice. Yeah, buddy, look at that, just bright as the sun. Cool. So now we're gonna let those cool down, and we're gonna get our cotton ready. What we need is some scissors and these angled tweezers, and that's about it for the rest of this. So I'm using some cotton candy collection cotton. It is fantastic. Sell it by the puck right here. There is a plethora of it, and it lasts a very long time. So for wicking, you want to pinch off enough that you're going to make sure that there's a little bit of resistance when you feed it through the coil. Not too snug where it won't want to move, or if you want to pull the cotton, it shifts the coil, but just snug enough where you can still tug it, but it just feels a little tight. Just a little bit of resistance in there is the perfect amount. Honestly, that's like more than I need right there. Just this one little strip of cotton. I like to save. I'm frugal, so we're not going to use too much of it. So I fold it in half, like so. Once you find the appropriate thickness for your coil's diameter, clip it in half. Now I got both sides of my cotton. So I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna twist the end like so. Just make a little twisty. And we're gonna feed it right through, kind of spin it and pull. So you can kind of see there that it is snug, but it's feeding through without moving the coil. But there is a little resistance. It's not too tight, it's just tight enough. Not tight, just right. So now we're gonna clip the ears off here, do a little hair cuttery action. We wanna cut the cotton. I usually just go by the width of the deck, because we want it, when we push the cotton down in there, we want it to touch the bottom of the deck. You don't need to fill it up, don't want too much cotton, because then your juice won't feed properly. So this is just enough right here. So we tuck that in, and now we are good. Now we're gonna go from this side. It is just nice and snug. Not too tight, just enough. I do also like to fluff it out a little bit with these tweezers. Just kind of hold them open and hit it like a rake. Just create some more juice channels and then just tuck it in. All right, that's it right there. Let's get a close look on it. All right, so now with your wicks tucked in, it should look something like this. Here's these awesome braided coils that my friend Josh made. JB Coil God, he's the supplier for the coils at our shop here at Vapors Emporium, and they are beautiful, just hand braided, delicious looking, and they vape really, really clean. So yeah, that should be about it there. Next, it's ready for juice, so I'm going to drip it up, and I will show you the vapor output afterwards. All right, so like I said, I'm a big fan of these Surf flavors. I got some satisfying raspberry dragon fruit iced tea right here by Surf, SVRF, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to drip it right on top of the coils. Paint the wicks up a little bit. My favorite thing about this cotton though is that there is seriously almost no break-in time. I could just start vaping on it and it will taste delicious and not like cotton at all. Just for good measure, this is what I do with other brands of cotton that I use. I blow off the first 2 juicings just to get that cotton taste out of there. Make sure I'm getting nothing but my flavor as soon as I take a hit. So I'm just gonna let it vape a little bit. And pulsing it too. You want to pulse it. You don't want to just sit there and hold the fire button and catch it on fire. That's not a good look. Don't do it. All right, put our top cap on. We're ready to take a hit. Let's go. Super crispy, clean flavor, clean coils. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's very easy. It did not take very long, and I don't have to change those coils. I can go ahead and keep on using those coils for the next month, 2 months if I want. Doesn't matter. Keep on cleaning, keep on using, save yourself some money, give yourself more flavor, Let's vape on, vape safe. Everybody have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching Real Talk Vapors. We will be back again tomorrow with another daily video. Maybe something funny this next time. I don't know. I'm not a paid comedian. But I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, do all that fun stuff. Do whatever you want. Show your grandma. See you guys next time. Goodbye. Have fun. Thanks, guys. See you later. I just had word vomit.